Sadly, when I'm doing these 2015 pay-per-view reviews, it means I have to talk about Fastlane. And I really don't want to talk about it that much, but since I am doing every single 2015 pay-per-view in a review, I might as well just do it. Because I have a lot to say about it, and not a lot of it is going to be good. Fastlane. What can I say about this pay-per-view that has not already been said? The name of the pay-per-view is stupid. The concept of the pay-per-view is not that great. The pay-per-view itself was terrible. The crowd in this pay-per-view was god-awful. Who knows if the crowd even existed at this pay-per-view? The finishes of some of these matches, stupid. Did it set up WrestleMania? Not really. Other than one match. Fastlane is supposed to be the last hurrah before WrestleMania, and it was a hurrah, alright. Straight into the damn ground. I don't know what happened in Memphis that night, but Jesus, was this pay-per-view terrible. Man, oh man, the pay-per-view was terrible. The crowd was terrible. And you have reviewers go and review this show, and they say it seems like the crowd came in protest on how bad this pay-per-view was. That's not a good thing. That's actually a terrible thing. When you have an entire crowd of 14,000 people come into an arena and be completely dead silent. WWE, I don't know what the hell you were doing at this pay-per-view. But man, oh man, did this pay-per-view just flat out suck. You open the show with The Authority, Seth Rollins, Kane, and Big Show defeating Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and Ryback. As if we didn't see this match 1,000 times on Raw, we had to open it on a pay-per-view. Because why not? Right? Authority goes over. I had no doubt in my mind they were going to go over. This whole John Cena storyline in late 2014, oh, I'm going to save these guys by winning this Authority match, and winning this 5-on-5 tag match, and I'm going to get all these guys their jobs back, and yet they're still not doing anything with them. Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback lose yet again. Waste of time. And once again, what I talked about, if you go back and watch my 2014 Survivor Series rant, you could see why that match was was all about John Cena. And what else do I have to say about this match? The match sucked. The wrong team went over. In my opinion. They did. This match should have just never happened. It should have never happened. Goldust defeating Stardust. Why is Goldust winning this match? Why is this match happening at Fastlane? Why is Stardust still Stardust? You know, and you can throw in the Dusty Rhodes thing, and he wanted Cody to do it, but damn it all. If he wants to be in a better spot in the company than Stardust, then he needs to do it. He needs to change back into Cody Rhodes. This match should not have happened at Fastlane. It should not have involved Stardust in any way, shape, or form. It should have been Goldust versus Cody, or hell, even Cody versus Dustin. Get rid of Goldust. I would have been perfectly fine with that. But I don't know why this match happened here, and then I watched the match, and I knew why it happened here. Because the match did not help the pay-per-view in any way. Goldust went over in a cheap way. There were botches everywhere, and it's weird the fact that two brothers go in, and you would think that they have great chemistry, and you look at this match, and you're like, where is the chemistry? This match sucked too. No one cared about this match, which is surprising, because there was actually a story behind it, and no one cared. And then you get to the tag championship match, Kid and Cesaro versus the Usos. The right team went over. The Usos lost the belts here to Kid and Cesaro. I loved what they were doing with Kid and Cesaro. My one complaint about this match was maybe it could have went longer. It went not even 10 minutes. I think it could have went 15, maybe even 20. But the match was not great. There were a couple of botches, but it was solid enough to get through the night, or at least get to this part of a pay-per-view and actually have a high note. Nikki Bella beating Paige. I don't care. Next. Bad News Barrett defeating Dean Ambrose for the IC Championship. Why did they end this match on a disqualification? I never understood that to begin with. And why is Dean Ambrose not going over? Give Ambrose something. You saddled him with all that stuff in 2014 with Seth Rollins, and you gave him a chance at the Rumble match, and you thought that the best way to utilize Dean Ambrose was putting him in a match for a meaningless championship at a second-rate pay-per-view. Yeah. Not even WWE knows what they're doing with Dean Ambrose. This match was not good, and I have no idea why it ended in disqualification. It just made absolutely no fucking sense. Ultimately, the match that I absolutely despised on this show, ironically, involved John Cena. Because it seems that a lot of matches that I hate on pay-per-views have to do with John Cena. And Rusev defeats John Cena by technical knockout. Why, oh why, can Cena never lose a match clean? There always has to be something else. That, oh, Lana hits him with a shoe, or Lana does this, he trips him, or she trips him, excuse me, or Rusev hits him with a low blow, or something like that. Why? Most importantly, why is this match even happening at Fastlane? It's going to happen the next month at WrestleMania, and you know exactly who's going to win. This was officially the road to the end of Rusev as a relevant character in WWE, and ultimately, when you look at WrestleMania 31, when you look at Extreme Rules, and when you look at Payback, you're right, and I'm right, and Rusev is no longer relevant. For people that say that John Cena helps talent, I would like to see how Rusev was helped. Because he did not do anything after that. He was put in a stinking love triangle storyline with Dolph Ziggler and Lana and Summer fucking Rae. That sucked. This match was the worst of the four, other than the I Quit match, which was the second worst of the four. I think that the match that they had at... Oh, actually, you know what? No. All four of their matches sucked in some way, but the WrestleMania 31 match was probably their best. And that's not really saying much. But why can't John Cena just lose clean for once? It took a low blow, and didn't Lana hit him with a shoe or something like that? I mean, oh man, just for once, can we get something different? Honestly, can we? But ultimately, the show is saved by, of all people, the most hated man at this time in WWE, Roman Reigns. And even though this match should in no way, shape, or form be actually happening and taking place, it does. And ultimately, this match was very, very good. A good moment on the Fastlane pay-per-view. Wow. This match was really irrelevant. It was really pointless. But it was also really damn good in terms of match quality. Reigns and Daniel Bryan have really good chemistry. Daniel Bryan was obviously the ring general in this match, and he put Roman Reigns over, which was good. And honestly, I applaud WWE for finally sticking with their plan of going with Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania. You know, it's one thing to listen to your fans, but if you do exactly what they tell you to do, you're not going to get anywhere. Just in my opinion. But this match was definitely the one high note on an otherwise forgettable and terrible 3-hour waste of my time. It's just my opinion, honestly. Reigns versus Bryan was great. Rest of this pay-per-view sucked. And the road to WrestleMania continuously sucked thanks to this show.